Good morning, good morning, good morning. Good morning, Abe. How are you? How are you, buddy? Good morning, Brad. Good morning, James. Good morning, Jim. Good morning, Safe. Good morning, Omer. Good morning, Pro. Good morning, Adam S. Good morning. Good morning, Pro. All right, guys. So let's take a quick look here and see what. No, not today. Not today. I try to do it at least maybe 2 to 3 times a week. So today we did it yesterday. It's gonna take a little bit of time for the ice to actually freeze. So probably Thursday, tomorrow, or Friday. Good morning, MKO. So what we got going on here is a 200 NT wrinkle that's positive, and the 100 NT wrinkle is positive. You have 387. 387 is an area that the market needs to protect in order for the longs to continue. John, good morning. Harmony zone number 1 is 400 by 390. Harmony zone number 2 is 75 by 65. 85 needs to be needs to hold. Yeah, it looks like they're selling off, and look where we were at. We were at the top end of the Globex band, and the market is coming into Globex. Globex is 375.75. So we're getting a little bit of a pullback right now. All right, today is a big day. Federal fund rate and statement. That's going to be a big deal. The market's going to be positioning itself for that news. Hitting Globex, the 100 and the 200 are out of sync right now. Sheila, good morning. We're going to spend the first half an hour just kind of looking at the market and understanding the order flow. It's interesting here. I mean, if we can get up to the 400, I mean, that would be, if we break that 98, we should be able to run up. So we hit Globex to the tick, obviously, and just ran back up. So we have a market that is disconnected and out of harmony. Yeah, look at that. That's Captain Setup Switch Trade. I mean, it's almost like it's worth jumping in for a scalp. Let's see how this one's gonna work. It should go higher, above 400, like, you know, 05, 010. Yeah, here you go. Just kind of early in the morning, I wanted to see more prices. So I mean, here you go. I mean, you got 5 points. Okay. So I took 5 points off of that. I mean, there's just two double switch trades in a row, and you know, I'll take a shot at it. After a captain setup, it was a bit risky considering the fact that the market is out of harmony and you're running into the resistance up here. However, you have a captain setup, you had a switch trade, you had another switch trade. My stop is just very small. And I was looking for 5 points and a break even. And then if it runs anything more than that, then fine. If it doesn't, it doesn't. I make my money and move on. Hey, Robert. How are you, buddy? Yesterday also, just an update. I jumped in on a couple of other trades toward the end of the day outside the room. So I got in here long switch trade, long again switch trade. And here also I took a captain setup short on 3 contracts, made about 10 points. So those are the two trades that you guys didn't see yesterday because the room was closed. And ended up, today is the 19th, right? Okay, here we go. Uh, 20th. Okay, so the 19th that's how the day ended up, 788. All right. And today is today. Let's see today. That's today so far. That one trade that we just took. All right, let's keep working. All right, so now back, the 200 and the 100 are in sync again. I mean, you could tell that that behavior right there was a good solid behavior of trying to protect price action. So now we have a harmony zone number 1 and 2 are holding up. I'm gonna step away for just a moment. All right, so we got going on here is a potential switch trade right there, and that's going to lend itself for a move higher. Yeah, if we get a close at 4:30, we should be getting a push. Let's see, I have an order out there. Ooh, well, that's not a. Let me cancel this order for a second here. Let them get there first, then I'll put my order up there. So right here in this area, if we can get a one candle reversal, that could set the stage up for a run up to target number 3 and potentially back up to 40. The target that we're looking for is 450. The level that needs to hold is 400, 390, and ultimately harmony zone number 2 as well, and glowbacks. Hey, AOD. Good morning. Okay. Hmm. So we're exhibiting a behavior that we've seen before where they come up to the top end of the Globex band and they keep just getting faded. Hey, good morning, Adam Perez. Good morning, good morning, good morning. See, this happened at the open. We've seen this before. Just we have to. What we should be expecting is a little bit of a back and fill behavior. Now they're broken the channel, and they're probably coming into that 98 level. I mean, to be honest with you, I could do this like right here, and let them come up to it, and I'll get a scalp on the upside for 5 points, and my stop is 10 points, 5 to 10 points to the upside. Let's see. I mean, pullbacks are buyable. The only issue that we're seeing really is the fact that on the 200 NT Rinko, we're smack into the middle of the range. And that lends itself to a lot of this sideways consolidation and two pockets, pockets of buyers and pockets of sellers. So there's no momentum in this environment due to the fact of location. So the trades that are available really are scalping trades, and there's a little bit of a fading trades that are working as well. All right, guys. Thank you guys for spending your day with us this morning on YouTube, and like, subscribe, comment, and share, and help the stream spread around. Appreciate you guys. I have an order down there just in case they come and just touch it. But if they don't and they keep doing what they're doing, I'll end up canceling my order. I mean, that's a switch trade right here. I mean, I'll take it and see if I can take it here. Yeah, no. They're not filling me. I needed to get filled right here. Damn it. All right, so that's channel, I mean, that you could say that's channel number 2. So basically, they build up channel number 1, they're building up channel number 2, or they built it, and they're breaking it. That's what I was trying to get in. I was trying to get in here on a pullback to 19 with a stop 12, 13 quarter, 13 quarter. Yeah. See, I mean, it's not really, even when it's not going by much. You're looking at 5, 10 points, up, down, up, down, up, down. Not, but the structure so far is favoring the longs. That's what the structure is favoring right now. Okay, I'm gonna cancel this order for now, and just keep looking. Good morning, Pat. Hanson, good morning. Steven, good morning. I mean, they want to put a switch trade right here. I may just jump in on that. What time is it? Oh, we got a few minutes to the top of the hour. 4 minutes. Yeah, if we get up there to that 31, that would be great. We can look at a run up at that point. Thank you. Let's see if I can get to that 38. That'll be nice. Ah, you bastards. Nope. Yeah. Nope, nope, nope. So they're doing the same exact thing. They're just running it, coming back. But I'll take it. I mean, those are two trades that first target is getting hit, and the second target is just not going anywhere. Just the personality. I'll take it. I'll take it. Hey, liberal. How are you, buddy? Good morning, good morning. Good morning. Oh, they're getting spicy. They're getting spicy over here. So now we're breaking that channel one more time. There's a captain set up short on the 50 NT Rinko. So I mean, there's a distribution here that is just becoming heavier and heavier for the market. You have support areas between the 400 and the 390, and ultimately the 75. Okay, so you're getting literally a two-sided market with a lot of, sideway consolidation and no direction. And this is a scalping environment only with the minimum amount of contracts. Or you could just pass on it and let them break either above 450 or come under 65 for momentum to start picking up. So these are the options we got going on here. Hey, GED, good morning. Yeah, we may get a bit of back and fill that could take us to 400 based on this captain setup short that they put on the 50 NT Rinko. So we may see 400 out of this. Yeah, unless I take that captain setup around that 11, which where we at right now, 12, 11. Yeah, they're gonna give it up here a little bit. So you see how they broke the channel and retested it, and you got the captain set up short on 12. So 400 was. What's extremely tempting, MKO? The short. Yeah. 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 So that's they hit the support and bounce right back up, and that captain set up from 12 to 98 was a decent one, but as you can see, things are not. There's not a lot of momentum in directional. Hey, Pete, good morning. We break 400, then we're getting ourselves a captain setup switch trade on the 50 into Rinko, and that's going to lend itself to um, a potential flush to the 80s and the 70s. So I need to be watching very, if we get to the 400, that is. If we get there, that's going to be a significant event, be honest with you. I may need to start getting involved. I may take a little bit more risk in that trade as well, because my risk should be in and around the 2025 from any entry here. So if we get to the 400 or break the 400, then that's gonna get me to start looking at rallies as a shorting opportunity on a scalping basis. But it's gonna have a bit more risk associated with it, so just be conscious of it. Here we go. All right, here you go. Let's see if I can get filled. Yeah, please fill me. Let's see if they can. So I mean that's a stop run right here. They could run it back up a little bit. I mean, stop. Yeah, damn it. Yeah. Here it comes. I mean, the only thing I could have done is just literally just get in there short at that 400. I wasn't willing to do that. I wasn't willing to do that. I'm sorry. I'm not going to do that. Yeah. Good job, Adam. I mean, they established the channel right here, which was a good sign of things to come. And I was looking for the 400, then a rally back up that would get me to the flush, but they just simply flushed it. I wouldn't call it a big flush either, but we should be able to see an attempt at Globex, which is 375.75. That's another switch trade down there. Yeah, here we go. Protected that channel, and we're moving toward Globex as we expect. Globex is hit. It's a big deal. It's a big deal. We start going anything under 65. I mean, the odds at that point is for the market to break below 348. So we're in the middle of the range on the 100 NT Rinko. So we're expecting a little bit of back and fill here. We may see prices above around 80. I mean, they're bouncing it back up two glowbacks, and they typically will play around that level for a little bit. Let's talk about ES a little bit here. So ES is a lot stronger, showing a lot more strength than NQ right now. We are at harmony zone number 1, which is 97 by 94, and 91 by 88 is harmony zone number 2. We're looking at a target of 45.10, as long as harmony zone number 1 is protected. So if they protect 94.5 in the next half an hour or so, we should be heading north. I mean, then you got NQ on the other hand that's showing weakness. So one has to give up. Either NQ will end up following ES, or ES will have to follow how NQ is moving. They typically are out of sync for a while, then they get back in sync. I mean, that on the 50 NT Rinko, they did like a double switch trade after a captain set up short. I mean, that's a good overhead distribution, and it's gonna the market is gonna have a hard time trying to run up and break that 430 level. I mean, you have solid resistance at 406, 419, and then the 435. They didn't even get up past Globex. That just tells you something right there. Okay. Okay. All right. There's a 97% chance that we're gonna get to 80%, to 80 or close to 80 right here. Here it comes. So 72, 75. Here comes the 80. I mean, they're putting a captain setup on the 30 NT Rinko, and that lends itself for a push to retest. I mean, like, look right here at that 73 level, we should be getting to the 80, 83 in the next few minutes. We got to the 80. Let's see if we can get to the 80, 83. Yeah. No. That's still weak. Still weak. If they punch it back up to 77, 75, yeah. There'll be a switch trade, and then they'll run it up. Nope. Okay. Yeah, barely got to the 80. Yeah, we got crude oil coming up. I mean, the shorts are just demonstrating a little bit more resilience in NQ right now. All right, so if they break above 75 one more time, I'm just gonna take a one contract trade. It's a little bit risky, but you know, whatever. And we're most likely will get a 5-pointer. The low of 61 is my stop. Yeah. Okay, I'm gonna look for an potential out of this trade here in a few seconds. It's not behaving correctly. I'll take a quick stop. It's not behaving correctly. That's not what they should be doing right here. Yeah, I'm trading right on Globex, so that's just it really either have to move quick or not. But if they put a switch trade on, I'll jump back right back in. Just one contract. Yeah. $75, then we're gonna get 84. Well, maybe. Give it one more shot right here, and that would be it. Thank you. Come on, baby. Give me the second one. You can do it. You can do it. Yes, you can. Yes, you can. I know you can. Just push one more. Here we go. Boom. Thank you. We're threading the needle on this thing. I mean, like literally. But it's just you could see what. Like I saw what they were doing here. I was like, no, I don't want to play that game, because it could have easily just kind of flushed. But the second time around when they put the switch trade, okay, yeah, I'll play that game. Tanya, good morning. Okay, welcome to the feed, and if you have any questions, let us know. Good job, MKO. So those are the trades that we took so far for the day. So we're up about 460, and this is where we add for the month, about 63.31. That's equity curve. And most likely, unless I see something really spectacular, I'm gonna be kind of watching the market and paying attention to it more than trading it, due to the fact that we're seeing a pattern happening right now, and that pattern is very slow price action. Things are not moving, or it's very, very, very slow. Then there's just a burst of energy. So that lends itself to a lot of choppy price action. So I'm not gonna say I'm not gonna take a trade. What I'm saying, I'm gonna be extra selective going forward till the FOMC meeting happens, and then the volatility will step in, and hopefully will step in for multiple days. Now, be conscious. You need to mark the price 1 second before the FOMC announcement for both NQ and ES, and Russell 2000 or YM, whatever instrument that you're trading. Mark that price of right 1 second before the actual Fed fund rate is announced, because that number is going to be very significant for many, many days to come. I'm gonna step away from this for just a moment. Okay. Okay. Well, that's interesting right there, right? They're putting a captain setup switch trade. They run it, they pull it back just a little bit, 82 to 92. They put on about a 10-point run in that rotation, then they failed that whole structure. So what is that telling me? Telling me that the market is stuck in this little rotation here, and you really need to break either below 360 or a run up above the 400 into the 405 to stabilize price action. Anything in between is nullified as far as a signal for me. This is going to be a choppy, waiting behavior, uh, based on the fact that we're waiting for the FOMC. Hey, MKO, good job, buddy. Good, man. I mean, you're killing it over there. I love it. I love it. Good job. And since we're talking about that, how's everybody else doing? Abe, any trades? Adam, Brad, Gary, how are you, buddy? Hanson, James, Jim, any trades, Jim? Pat, Safe, Sheila, Steven, Omer. MKO is doing good. AOD, how are we doing? GED, Tanya, any trades? Let me see who else is out here. Pete, any trades, Pete? Mr. Gary is spicy. Okay. Okay. No problem. GED. Good, good. Okay. No problem, Adam. Good deal, good deal. Yeah, no problem, Brad. Just let's just stay focused and get that money back. Make good decisions. We're making good decisions. Yeah, I mean that's the only, like, really it was. I mean, these trades are like one long here. We're looking for a long another here. Then we went long up here. We're trying to go short in that rotation till we got to that level. Then really that killed the shorts the way they behaved. And then we took that one trade up there. Yeah, I tend to not trade the FOMC because it's just a crazy wild price action. But I'll wait like maybe half an hour, 45 minutes after that, and just then start trading. Yeah, that's Gary for you though. That would not be a good a habit to practice, Gary. Oh yeah, maybe. We're trying to practice good habits here. Mr. Gary here saying, "Oh, you should just go all in like 2 seconds before the FOMC. You should be fine." No, no. I learned the hard way, and no, and not the easy way, the hard way. Long time ago, that you play with fire, you're gonna get burned. You play with the FOMC and you jump in there. Ah, yeah. I mean, the probability now is almost very high that we're gonna break that 350, guys. That's really what we're dealing with here. Yeah, look at that. Yeah, they're about to close that 50. I mean, we got to it to the tick. That's crazy. I mean, they're literally almost to the tick. I mean, actually, they hit it, but didn't close under it. Bounce it right back up. Should be looking for these rallies to short into, but So we established channel number one, channel number two in this rotation. The target is 50 and below. Stops is above 90, and it's just amazing that we got that close to it and we can muster enough strength to break it. Switch trade right here, and that should lend us to a move toward the 50. Yeah, here it comes. I mean, it's gonna happen. I mean, there's no way that we are gonna be this close to that 50 and not hit it again. Well, man, last words, right? Here we go. Here we go. Exactly like you should have done. All right. So rallies are shortable on a swing trade basis in this market. And next target is 325 and a quarter. Momentum can start picking up here. Right. And you have harmony zone number one at 375 and a quarter by 385 and a quarter. Zone number two is 400 by 410. And we're looking for those type of entries. Are you gone for the week, Pat? Good job, by the way. It's nice. Short from 53. I mean, like 57, that was the switch trade, which is great. And then you got that going on. Good, good, good. Oh, yeah, that puts you out of commission. All right, good luck. All right. So what are we gonna make out of this? I mean, we saw this thing coming. We're just looking for rallies as a shorting opportunity. That's what we're looking for. We just need a little bit better run up though. Like, run up to the middle of the range, 352s, and consolidation, then another harmony wave short. That will get us to where we can start getting involved on a high quality signal. So what are we seeing here? What are we seeing? We're seeing a pattern in ES that is good for the negative side. You're getting a captain set up short with a switch trade right here, and that's lending itself for a push lower. And that's going to put some pressure on NQ as well. So the rallies are shortable in NQ. It's just we're not getting that much of a rally, really, at this point. And the next target in NQ is 325 and a quarter. The target on ES, we have not really mustered that much of a sincere attempt on ES as far as selling pressure. Like literally, we're still holding on to harmony zone number 1 in that rotation. So just be conscious of the fact that maybe the market is just meandering, just going back and forth in such a tight range and not showing a lot of momentum due to the FOMC. I mean, that's basically what we're dealing with here. Okay, so lunch hour could come in and we could take a break, then take a look at how the FOMC is, how the price is behaving, and potentially could be trading afterwards. No, Adam, no online for FOMC. I probably should. Just keep checking YouTube. If keep checking YouTube. I may end up doing it. We haven't done one for a long time. I tend not to trade that time frame, but that doesn't mean I cannot just get online for that 1 hour or so right after, basically the half an hour before and the half an hour after, and just kind of comment on it. And if that helps people, then I can do that. But I'm not expecting myself to be actively trading that hour. I appreciate it. Thank you, Adam. All right, so they're taking out the stops and they're just fading above it. It's fine. Switch trade here, we're getting a push. AOD, Christian, join our private room, become a part of the family, and we will take you through a training program, very detailed one, that will show you everything that you know, from interpreting this to reading the market to execution. And we can discuss that offline. You know, I have your email, you have my email, and we could communicate that way. I talk about the entries too, but it's more, you really have to go in depth. so you know, during streams and stuff like that, I'm gonna be constantly just focused on executing. Um, but you know, it's you have to go in depth. You know, where you are asking questions privately, one on one, and your questions are getting answered. Because when it comes to execution, you have to get that part of your game, you know, in check. Like you gotta know when and how and what to do when if it works, what to do when it doesn't work. I mean, the depth of information is not gonna be communicated over stream. I'm just executing here and just playing the game. I try to, you know, just like whenever we free up, to typically the last hour of the day, I, you know, go over some of the concepts and look, you know, but all right, guys, I left a couple of links. One to if you're looking to have a free trial of the software, there's a link in the description for you to get a 5-day free trial. And also, if you're part of Apex, they're still running the 80% discount, and that's the Harmony code. I appreciate you guys' support and you spending a day with us today. Today we made a few decisions, and this is the net result of it. Right here. So we made 460 for the day, and this is where we at for the month. Slow and steady, nothing really a big, like, you know, there's a $1,300 day here, but the rest of it is just, you know, just making good decisions with, you know, a couple of contracts here and there. Nothing big. Adds up. Adds up. What worked? Let's go back there. Okay, so what worked today? So let's just discuss some of the signals that led to that. I took a switch trade right here with an entry, and I was looking for 5 and 10 points. I got 5 points off of that decision. One of the reasons I took that trade is because we had a captain set up, switch trade, another switch trade. I mean, like literally, this is 3 signals in a row telling you to go long. So I took it there for that one. Now here, the market established channel number 1, channel number 2, and a trend line. It broke it, then it made a switch trade long. I had an entry and a target much higher as well, but we only got that first target off of it. Okay, so that's 2 trades right there. Then here I was hoping to see a pullback from that captain setup. Could not get entry, and then there was a nice little rotation down here. Those are 2 good rotations we didn't participate in. I got involved into this fade right here and stopped myself out very small, and then when the market made a switch trade, I jumped right back in, got 5 and 10 points, then left the market alone through that rotation. So that's what led to us being where we at. Let me see here. Where is that? Excuse me. Yeah, that 460. That's what led to that 460. All right. That's kind of the review of the day. Something about my trading that I keep thinking about is whenever I go big and I go, well, I hate to say this, but whenever I try to swing trade, it adds a lot more variance to my trading. When I try to scalp, it tightens up my stops and it tightens up my risk for the day and the risk for the account. Okay, so I try to build up my month scalping, just basically getting in there and do some of the trades that you're seeing. Then toward the end of the month, if I see myself that I have built up a nice little cushion, then I'm gonna take a chunk of it, like a third of it, 25% of it. So if we're finishing the month, I mean, we still have plenty of time in the month. Okay, but if we find ourselves, I'm pulling this up here in a second. So if I see myself, okay, I'm around 8-9 grand for the month, then I'll take 3 grand of it, and guess what? I'm gonna add more size and look for bigger targets. And if I lose the 3 grand, then I lose the 3 grand. I'll still have 6 left. Okay, but I tend to be very effective at scalping, and then those swing trades, whenever they happen and they succeed, it really bump up my equity in a big way. And then when they don't, I tend to just give up 25% to 33% of my month, and I'm still had a good month. So that's just like sometimes I wonder if I just stay scalping, I would do just fine. But then you're never learning how to swing trade and hold on to a position for a lot longer. So that's the two skills that I'm constantly training myself to do is the skill of scalping, and then on good months I'm constantly thinking in terms of swing trading. I'm thinking in terms of swing trading on a daily basis anyway, but then it becomes actionable for me the last week. It's two distinct skill sets, Christian, and you cannot, like, you could be extremely very good scalper and do just fine, but I feel like the art and the science of holding on to a position should never be ignored. Should never be ignored. But you have to always trade to your core competency, and when you have additional risk capital, then you have to develop the skill of positioning, average range trading, swing trading. And I use the Harmony system for swing trading too. I'm looking for these big targets. So basically at that point, I'm looking for that type of behavior where the market gives you that one candle, and then you're getting this next target and another target, and all of a sudden a small, 2 or 3 contracts that you hold on to for 50, 75, 100 points can make a significant difference to your month. But if that trade doesn't work, so you're gonna spend some money though. Like you can't get into, like, it's very difficult to get into a swing trade with a scalper mentality. Like if you're trying to, you know, risk 10 points for the potential of making 100, the market really just has so much noise in it that odds of your 10 points getting hit while you're waiting for 100 points is really high. So you really have to give these trades a little bit more room. Okay. So those are the two skills that are constantly I'm hyper focused on learning and improving. How to scalp to generate income and to generate stable equity curve. And that's how that stable equity curve looks like. Doesn't have wild ranges in it. It's just a pop. You're a couple of days where you're just up and down, up and down. You're not really doing much here. Then another bump, then another bump, another bump. Not big bumps. It's just literally steady. That's how I build my month. Then toward the end of the month, then if it works, you're gonna see something that looks like this, and if it doesn't, you're gonna see a pullback, a minor pullback in the equity, but I still have an overall equity curve that's looking like this. But those are skill sets that very important to me. MP, the key, one of the keys to do that is to look at bigger charts. So if you all your charts that you have in front of you and you're looking at on a daily basis are like micro charts, like okay, 2010 is decent, it's not too small, it's not too big. But if that's the only thing you look, or you're looking at like a 12-6 or something like a 1 minute chart, you are conditioning yourself to where an actionable event and either entry or exit is just such a small time frame or wrinkle bar that becomes your training. So the trader, what he has to do is he has to include in his repertoire bigger charts. And as you're looking at the market to trade and to scalp, you're asking yourself, okay, what is my next target to the whole range of prices? Okay, so now your mind is starting to see bigger things. You're starting to see bigger targets. Then you're starting to ask questions. Why is that big target a possibility? If then the next step in that process is, well, why can I not just hold on for that big target if all other things are there for you? Okay, so that is the process of training yourself to hold on to bigger things, but it needs to start with you looking at bigger time frames. So the rest of that conversation that you're having with yourself can become a reality. So if all your charts are scalping charts, you're just not positioning yourself to learning that. So that's your first step. Now, there's a lot of other things that come along with it, but take that first step in that direction and build on that. The mental aspect of it comes in play. Okay, and the mindset of a swing trader is the following. You get into a trade, you say, I'm averaging, and we're just going to take this as an example. It's not a complete example, but well, here you go. That took it. They took out that target. You say, okay, So this is the range in which I'm going to operate in. I'm going to start shorting on rallies. So you short here, you know, you get the switch trade, you short here. So now you have a range of prices between, you know, 60 to 80, 30-point range, and you're going to add 3 contracts within that range. And then in your head, it's like, okay, my stop is above the 400, which is a whole number, and my range is between 60 and 80, 60 and 90, you know, 30 points, and then I have a 10-point from that average I have till 400. So that's more effective swing trading. You could do it with micro, you could do it with minis. It depends on your risk tolerance at that point. Then from there, your mindset is you get into a run like this, for example, where the market's actually behaving in your direction and you have 3 contracts already built in. Okay, you take 1 and you keep 2. Okay, so now you're profiting from that rotation. Okay, the market runs up, you add to it, then you take it out. Okay, so now you took 2 profits. Then you go break even on the rest and you say literally, screw it. Screw it. If they come back and stop me at break even, let them stop me for break even. And I'm going to go and target 325, or they could come in and take my break even stop. So mentally, you have 0 attachment to the remainder of the position, and your decision is already made. So there's no sense of you tormenting yourself watching every little tick of price action, because either they're going to stop you for break even, or they're going to pay you a big amount with the push that you're looking for. And that is part of the mental training that you got to train yourself, so this way you stick around in these trades. And that's that. That's 11:02, and that kind of brings my day to an end. And stay tuned. We may end up getting FOMC stream going. And otherwise, we will see you guys bright and early tomorrow, Thursday. You guys have a good one. Yeah, I know, Adam. It's been a while, right? It's been a while. We had some crazy positions at some points. It comes with a lot of risk, but a lot of reward, that's for sure. All right, guys, I'm out of here.